Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. And before I get started, yes, I am wearing this. Deal with it. Um, anyway, so it is becoming the end of 2024, so I thought maybe I could do, since I am primarily a crochet / knitting channel, I thought primarily we would do all my projects, reviewing all my projects that I've done this year. So keep in mind, there are some projects that are missing. I don't know where they are. I am also not doing all the projects that I've made for specifically vending events, although I will show my Christmas sweater because, well, not my Christmas sweater, but a Christmas sweater that I'm going to sell because I am absolutely freaking obsessed with it. But, I'm going to be reviewing all my projects, and I'll start with the smallest and work up to the biggest projects. Yeah, and like some of these I've also made off camera too, so I just thought that this would be kind of fun to do. Anyway, I guess we'll get started with the Love Bunny. She lost her heart since I made her. I think I've said that before. I can't remember what name we chose for them. I also did have a unicorn, hence missing projects. I'm pretty sure they went into the freaking washing machine and never came out, so there's a void there. But anyway, yep, this is the Love Bunny. This was actually a craft kit that I did on my TikTok for a small craft company who sells like craft kits and stuff. So anyway, yeah, there's that one. Next, I'll show this failed crop top. The reason why I say it's a failed one, because these are way too curved in order for me to actually wear it, so then my chest kind of pops out when I wear it, unless I have it in a specific way. But even if I have it in that specific way, it was kind of like, yeah, specifically it kind of still felt uncomfortable. But I really need to make a new one, because like I really want a top like this, but I need to like do it properly this time instead of doing what I did with the top. So I don't know what to do with this. I mean, I guess I could just sell it to someone who's smaller than me, but at the same time too, who would want to wear this? Like, these look like freaking heels. Anyway, yeah, so I have this. Next I have the witch's hat. I am absolutely obsessed with this thing. I made this with primarily with the Supernova yarn that they came out with this year from Big Twist, and I was like, I love this little hat. I really do. I even added a bunch of flowers to it to give it more of a spiciness to it. And like, it looks really cute. I love it. 10 out of 10. By the way, all the projects are going to get better from here, because this is when I actually started to know what the frick I was doing. Even though before I started my YouTube channel back up again, I've been crocheting for a year already. So almost 2 years of me crocheting. That's pretty cool. I got my pumpkin sweater next. This one I am obsessed with. I literally wear this guy every single frickin' day. This is a pumpkin sweater. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm missing one too. Hold on. I'm missing a sweater. But yeah, this is my pumpkin sweater. I love this guy. I kind of messed him up in the back because I wanted these to be different colors, and I wasn't really thinking when I did this. I made the same mistake with my spooky sweater, which I'll show in a minute. after I grab the other one. But I primarily just wear this in front, so then you can see that the different colors. So this is one of my top fave sweaters, and it actually stays pretty well. Like it's been through the washer a couple times now, and it still comes out really freaking soft and super flexible. So I love this. So technically, this sweater is unfinished, but I still want to show it off just because like I really love the colors of it. I love the sleeves. So it's my electric slime sweater. It is huge. Oh my god, this thing is so huge. But I really love what I did with the sleeves here. Like this was just like pure coincidence. Um I like when I did this sleeve, I carefully planned out like what part of the yarn or which ball of yarn to use in order to make this like gradient into the black. And then I ended up using like a black sparkly yarn to make it kind of like electrified. And then I tried really hard, which honestly in the front I did really good, to match up with the rest of the panels. And then here's the back. So that one didn't turn out as well, but you know, I still love it with every bone in my body. So I really love how I actually like planned that out to make it look like the sleeves are my favorite part of that, obviously. I still got to add hemming to it, but that'll probably end up going in the whip bin. So the next one, or we'll stay on the sweater train. This one, that's the back of it. Made the same mistake. Like if you watched my spooky sweater video, you saw like in the middle of it, I was like, crap, I messed up because I didn't plan it out correctly where it'd be different colors on both sides. So, but this one has different like types of crochet / knitting. So I did corner to corner for those panels, and then I did a chain one, double crochet chain one for the mesh. And then I ended up going on the knitting machine for the sleeves itself. And I really love this. I love this idea. Like I thought like maybe the knit and the crochet would clash together, but actually it doesn't. It actually looks really freaking cool. And then I also experimented with it and did like an elastic on the inside, so the hemming actually would like shape around you instead of just being like floppy. I was trying to experiment because I've been like trying to do different like types of hemming to make it actually work around my unisex sweaters. So, but I really do like this one, and I ended up using like a red heart. Can't remember what the name of it was, but obviously this color, and then the witch's brew from Big Twist on this. So, and I thought the colors turned out really freaking well. Next we'll go with my gloves. I just made these recently because when I started my new job at unknown craft store, I really needed something to keep my hands warm while I was working, because as I was working, my hands would always get cold. And I didn't want my hands to be cold anymore. So I used the Red Heart Granny Square. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one too. I gotta find that sweater too. I used the Red Heart Granny Square all-in-one granny square to make this. And I ended up doing like a different pattern for it. So I have 2 eyeballs right here, and then I just did regular ones on top. So these are my work gloves for the winter, so then my hands stay somewhat cold while I am working. Next is this one. I also recently made this sweater. Um, I started it back in October for spooky season because, like, this is also made by the all-in-one Red Heart all-in-one Granny Square yarn. And when I saw this color, I immediately thought of Coraline. So I was like, oh my god, this is perfect. So I ended up making kind of like a not like an actual hexagon sweater, like, you know, the cardigans and stuff. But I made like hexagon granny squares or granny hexagons. I don't know what you want to call them. And I thought that this would be really cool, like Coraline inspired kind of crop sweater. And I've already worn this out a couple times. I still have to figure out how to keep it tightened because like I messed up on because normally when I do stuff like this, I just like sew them on the sewing machine to keep them together. But I didn't for this one because I didn't want to waste all that yarn because there was a lot of excess yarn. So I got to figure out how to keep it tightened, and because like the way I was weaving it wasn't working, which is weird because I've been using that same technique for the past year and 3/4, and it's worked for every single one of my projects except for this one. So that's really weird. But anyway, yeah, my Coraline sweater. The next thing I'm going to show off is my school backpack. I made this obviously for school, but when they came out with the Witch's Brew, I thought that this was a really cute idea to use, like, make like skull granny squares and just make a bag with it. I'm like, yeah, they're like everywhere. The only thing I wish I did differently is I did 2 straps instead of one over the shoulder, because when I put stuff in it, if it is not positioned in a certain way, hold on. Like physically, I have to think about like how this is gonna lay on my back. So, like sometimes I'll put stuff in it and lay it on like a countertop or my dresser or something, and I'll position it where it needs to go. But yeah, sometimes stuff will fall out. So that's why I wish I did 2 straps instead of 1. But it still works for its general purpose, which is pretty cool. I do like this backpack quite a bit, and I use it a lot when traveling back and forth from school. This one is a Halloween like sweater vest type thing. Not vest, but like, you know, vest type thing. And I even put like gray buttons on it too. I was working on a live stream, but I found the jack-o'-lantern yarn by Big Twist, and I had spent months searching for it, and they had 3 skeins left, and I was like, I'm getting this. And I still have some left over, and I started making a bandana with it, but I lost that bandana. Plus, it's not even finished anyway right now, so I'm sure I'll find it one day. But yeah, this is my sweater vest, and I am really happy with the results. Like, to the point where my best friend's like, I want one, and I'm like, buddy, you're gonna have to wait till next year when they come out with this yarn again, because this is a once a year yarn release. So yeah, he was like, okay, that's fine. I love that man, like, to death. But yeah, this is one of my top favorite crochet projects that I've made. And I think it took me about maybe a day and a half, like including eating, sleeping, and, you know, all those breaks that you have to take in order to survive as a human being. The next one I'm going to do, staying on that Halloween train, is my Halloween blanket challenge that I failed tremendously at. Woo! I don't know how far I'm going to have to get back in order. Oh, there we go. Yay! So this one I'm gonna add more to it. I'm gonna add like 2 more rows of double crochet around the edges, like a black, another pink, and maybe, I don't know, maybe another black. I haven't decided yet. But just to add more length to it, and obviously width. But this was supposed to be 100 Nights of Fiber Frights, and I ended up failing that challenge because I stopped watching the movies because I just wanted to get this thing done. And I ended up being like a couple days late anyway, despite me trying so hard to stay on task with it. Like a couple days before Halloween, I was like really cracking down on it, trying to get as much done as I humanly possibly could. But yeah. But yeah, on a side note, since we're talking about the blankets now, my cats are obsessed with crochet blankets. And I don't know why. Like, if anyone can answer that question for me, that'd be greatly appreciated. But I don't know why my cats are so obsessed with my crochet blankets. It's like even my cat, little one, who is primarily on my channel a lot, she wants to be underneath the blankets. And then the other ones, they will actively try to find the blankets to lay on, which I'm like, what's so different about a crochet blanket than a regular blanket, you know? I mean, I like to think that it's because I put a lot of time and effort and love into it, so they're feeling that energy coming off of it. But who knows? Maybe there's some scientific, like, explanation for it. I don't know. Anyway, getting to our last couple projects. Next, we have the star blanket. Oh my god. I can't even tell you how obsessed I am with this. I've been using this even before I finished it. Like, when it got to the point where I could cover my feet with it, I started using it. I would put a stitch marker in, go to sleep, wake up, and work on it some more until it was finally finished. And fun fact about this one, I just used a bunch of yarn that I just had lying around. Um, I just picked a bunch of like primarily I wanted like a red blanket, but I realized I didn't have enough red yarn, so I found this one, which has pink, white, and red. So I'm like, maybe gray and white would not be a bad idea to add to this blanket. So I ended up doing that and, specifically designing the colors in a specific way. So, like, I did the pink yarn, pink, gray, and white yarn, and then I did the gray yarn, and then I realized I needed a transition color from gray to white. So I ended up finding this other yarn that had both gray and white in it. So I'm like, what a perfect transition color. And I ended up making this blanket like as tall as I am, man. Like, oh my god. It's so cool. I love it. And my cats love it too. Again, another thing that my cats love. Alright. And then the latest project that not the latest, the last project that I will show you guys today is the Christmas blanket. Woo! I have a love-hate relationship with this. It is heavy, first thing. Mainly probably because I had decided to add fleece to it to make it warmer, like an actual like winter Christmas blanket. But with this one, there was a lot of things while making it that I absolutely hated. And I've talked about that in my Christmas blanket review video, pattern review video. But yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with this guy. Obviously, my favorite parts are the peppermint swirls, the main reason why I got into this blanket. But other than that, yeah, I really like this blanket. I love my twist to it. And it's not just like a stereotypical, like, generic, I don't want to use the word generic, but generic Christmas blanket. I like that it's Halloweeny. I like that it's spooky because it fits more with me and it makes me want to use it more. You know what I'm saying? And obviously this makes me want to use it more. The fleece on the back, because like this was the best idea I did. The best idea, because I'm actually thinking about maybe doing that to my Halloween blanket as well, just to make it like a slight bit more warm. And it's soft too, so like the acrylic yarn's not directly touching my skin, and it makes it like super comfy. So if you make blankets, add fleece to the back of them. It'll change your life forever. Like literally. But yeah. Anyway, oh, one more thing. I said I was going to show this on camera, even though like I'm going to be selling it. It's kind of finished, but kind of not. I just got to weave in the ends and that's it. I actually got to sit down and do it. But it's the Christmas sweater. I love this thing. I tried it on for you guys on Instagram, and it is a very grandma like type sweater, but it is so freaking cute. I am obsessed with this thing, and I'm sitting there talking with my dad, and I'm like, I don't know if I actually want to sell this. And he's like, it's up to you. I don't really care. And I'm like, okay, first of all, thanks. Second of all, I need to. But if it doesn't sell at this Christmas event that I'm doing it, I'm gonna keep it for myself. Because like it's super pretty. Oh, that's the back of it anyway. I'm dumb. This is the front of it. Like, but I think what I'll end up doing is if it doesn't sell, I might just like do a big ass skull and just right in the front to make it more my style. But something that I would actually want to wear around Christmas. Because like I have a couple of them, couple Christmas sweaters, but it's not really like they're only stuff I wear once a year anyway. But this is I love this. I love this. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I know it's not really that much different. But I really enjoyed this past year with you guys. It's been really fun coming on here and making all these projects, or at least 90% of them, and showing them off and creating a community with you guys with the love for yarn. So it's been really amazing, and I really hope I get to see you guys next year. Yeah. Anyway, again, thank you for 200 subscribers. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Or I should say, see y'all next year. Bye.